who I am now becoming, who I'm always meant to be. So I'm in the middle of all this transformation and all this change. And I don't want to go into 2026 with false resolutions. And what I mean by that is, come on, we all do it. We all set New Year's resolutions. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to start being more productive. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go, We all do that. And then within a few weeks, we let it go. It's kind of like having a diet. Welcome to Life's a Trip and I Forgot the Map, the podcast that embraces the messy, magical ride of figuring life out. I'm Misty, your host, your fellow wanderer, and here we trade perfection for permission to grow, stumble, laugh, and start over. So grab your emotional snacks, be sure to buckle up, we're in for a ride. Let's hit the road. Good morning. Well, it is a morning for me. When I was starting to do this episode, it was 5:55 in the morning, a.m. And it is December 31st of 2025, so I'm not going to do something that is, hey, 2026 is coming, it's going to be an awesome year, New Year's resolutions, and I'm not doing all that. I want to ground you a little bit because of the fact that, yes, I am so excited to get 2025 over. 2025 has been a horrible year for me. It has been absolutely horrible and at the same time amazing. And what I mean is, at the beginning of the year, I got a diagnosis that it's a serious diagnosis, but yet at the time, I just can't do anything about it. So, and it's not serious at the same time. So it's just something that has to be monitored and watched. And that has triggered a lot of change and growth, transformation. I'm like in the middle of transforming from who I was into who. A diet is something you force yourself into. You force yourself to realize, to think about all the time, I can't have this, and I can't have this, and I can't have this. And then you become hypervigilant on those things. And then you fail at the diet because you're trying to force it. When in reality, you want a new lifestyle, something that you do that just it's just so natural that the diet kind of just goes away. You know what I mean? It's just, you don't even think about, oh, I can't have this and I can't have that. You do things in a natural way. So I want to begin 2026 with that kind of vibe. I know my hair looks weird. I'm always fussing with my hair. Sorry. But so my thing is that 2025 has taught me a lot, but it's also been very difficult because I've gone through so much emotional and mental transformation. I almost said anguish, but it's not necessarily a bad thing because I have to go through the bad to get to the good, right? I have to release the negative in order to accept more positive into my life. So it has been an interesting year in every aspect it could, but I'm so looking forward to 2026 and becoming the person I am meant to be, and I'm so close to being, that it's just, I'm excited. I want to go in and celebrate 2026 coming in a big way, and for everybody that's different, right? For me, it is more of being grounded, having my systems set up to, already having systems set up or in the process of setting them up for success, long-term success. And it doesn't matter what that is, but that's for me, that's where I'm at and what I'm doing. I've got some wins here, but we'll touch on that here in a minute. So what I want to do is, yes, I want you to celebrate this new year because it is a new beginning and it is a new you. Every day, every moment, we are shedding who we were in the past and who we're transforming and moving forward and becoming somebody new. And, You shed yourself and your old self more often than a chameleon sheds its skin or changes color. Chameleons shed skin, don't they? I know they change color, but it's a lizard, so I think it should. That's tangent. Anyway, so my thought process is just to kind of give you a little bit of an update of where I'm at and what's going on with me, how I'm looking forward to the 2026 coming up, and what I'm hoping you guys are able to take away from this, or not really take away from this. I'm hoping that you guys step into your new power in yourselves, grounded and grow with growth and empowering yourself and letting that shine throughout the rest of your year. I recently did a short little video about a person hiding their light. They're in the dark and they're hiding their light, and then over time their light starts shining brighter, and until eventually they're on stage and they're helping people, millions of people from all over the world with that light, right? It's just shining so bright they can't help it. They just can't cover it anymore. I did that video thinking that it was just going to be just a little video. Maybe somebody could connect with it. It might, land for somebody, maybe help somebody come out of their shell a little bit. And then as I was working on one of my projects, it dawned on me. That video was me. I have always done that. I have always dimmed my light, always made myself smaller to fit what everybody else thought and wanted. And I'm walking into 2026 in a different light because, like I said, I'm in the middle of that transformation. I'm going to get emotional and I'm sorry. Because I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer hiding my light. And I'm really standing my ground that this is me, this is my power, this is what I want. And it's not going to be overshadowed by what somebody else thinks is appropriate or it should be, or because let's face it, I'm kind of odd. I'm out there. I don't think the way other people think. I don't do that. And trying to fit myself into somebody else's version of what should be for whatever I'm doing doesn't work for me. It makes me feel really bad. And I had to break through all of that and really learn, and I'm still learning to be okay with me and who I am. And with all the changes and everything I'm going through, it's kind of like, can be overwhelming. Like this past year, I have been overstimulated, overwhelmed, just overstressed. My nervous system is just screaming for a break, and I can't get my mind to be quiet. It's like I've said several times, it's like I'm stuck on hyperdrive and I don't have a steering wheel. And it's really hitting me physically. And I don't want to carry that into 2026. So what I've been doing most of this month is really trying to just ground myself, rest. I did get sick for a while, so I didn't do any episodes. I do apologize. Please understand that if I do not do an episode, it is not because I do not want to. It is because there is some health or mental issues I am dealing with that I need to take care of that take precedence over anything else. I can give you an update on that when I'm gone through that, but learning to change and recognize who you are and who you're becoming, or even remembering who you are, can be quite taxing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and then physically. Like my legs are like, you're not moving. You're done. We have to rest. My nervous system is screaming. So what I've been doing is resting most of December. Yes, I have done some work, and I think that it's been pretty powerful and amazing. I did a second event and sold a remedy, which was awesome to me. I have a collaboration in the works, which is fantastic for me and the other person, the other company. So I'm excited about that. I cannot wait to be able to reconnect with that person and be able to just like, we've got a few ideas and things we're going to kind of come up with and work on together. So that'll be in the works. I posted a book. Okay, as you guys know, I have a few books, several books on Wattpad and Inkit. Okay, and I say Inkit because INKITT. Ink, like ink it, write it is what I'll think of. So if you say Inkit, okay, doesn't make sense to me, but okay, you say how you say it, I say how I say it, we're happy, okay? So on Inkit. But anyway, then I find out, because it wasn't doing much, a new book I uploaded, The Love She Never Expected, wasn't doing much. It wasn't getting anything. And found out that December is kind of a dead month for those platforms because everybody's focused on the holidays and family and everything else. They don't read so much. So it's okay. It's fine. Except on Inkit, that book has been steadily getting more saves to people's reading lists. So as of yesterday, there was 18 people saved it to their book list, their reading list. And more people are showing more reactions to it. So the growth is slow and settled and kind of quiet, but it's there. I also, I'm kind of telling you my wins because I'm trying to let you know this is what I'm going into 2026 with. And I think that it may not be a fully solid formed foundation, but it's a really solid start. Okay. So The Love She Never Expected is fully live. You can get it on Amazon, on Kindle, or paperback. It is an amazing story about a woman who is, I'll just kind of give you a little bit of rundown because you're going to want to read it. You're going to be like, oh my God, I love this. So what it is, it's a woman who works on Wall Street, and she is, when the bell rings for Wall Street for the day to start, she's a dog. She's like really, in there, and she's barking out numbers, and she's just taking control. She knows her crap, and people look at her and they're like, done. You know how the fast paced and that she's just fully on it. And she's made her company millions. And then when, at the end of the day, when that closing bell rings, she's invisible. They ignore her, they look past her, they bully her, and then she's in a relationship that's really toxic. So anyway, she leaves that. She just up and leaves. Finds herself in a smaller town. Anyway, throughout the book, she finds a love that she never expected. Yeah, she finds true love with another person. The most important love she finds is the one with herself. But the kicker is, you don't know that. Well, you do now because I gave you a spoiler and told you. But you don't see that when you're reading through the book. You don't know it until the very end. That's when it hits you. Oh my God, I just learned something. How does that fit in my own life? So, and I've been promising you guys an episode about my dreams because I have it ready. It will be out next week. This time I promise. I'm not going to let that go again. It's been revised because I had a dream last night that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so this is what I'm going into 2026 with. I'm selling my floral remedies, which that branch of my business is called Lunar Bloom. I've uploaded a pretty powerful book. All my books have been in the top three to 1 percentile on Inkit and Wattpad. On Inkit, I am a 5-star writer. But I've uploaded a book on there that's getting a slow burn, getting more attention. I've uploaded it onto Amazon and it is out for sale on 2 different formats. I do have another book in there that is ready to go, but the KDP keeps flagging it for something, and I keep adjusting it and re-uploading it, and it keeps flagging it again, and I'm like, oh, I know what it is, but I'm just like, just take my book and print it. It looks fine, but we want everything perfect. We want it done right. If you're gonna do anything, do it right. And then I do have another book that I'm trying to upload. I've actually got several books that will be on there, but I'm going into 2026 with a solid start, a really good start to that foundation that I'm working on building to start out next year really strong and sustainable, because I'm really looking for bringing in that extra passive income so I can finally leave caregiving for good. Yeah. So what I want you to do now, because today is December 31st, I want you to go in and really look at yourself, ground yourself, and decide honestly and truly, how am I setting myself up for success for 2026? And how can I do that? Don't set New Year's resolutions that you think are obtainable, but you really don't have that solid motivation to continue doing. Just start doing things grounded and really looking inwards and celebrating who you are and your growth and where you're going. And if you have to make New Year's resolutions, do it based on who you are, not who you're trying to force yourself to be. You don't want a diet. You want a lifestyle change. Trust me. I've done all of it. Lifestyle change works better, more sustainable. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for following my channel. I know that I'm a little chaotic at times. Probably don't always make a lot of sense. Just work with me. Work with me. Bear with me because I'm working everything out. It makes sense up here and I'm working everything out. So it will come out where it will make sense for everybody, I promise. If you like all my videos or my channel, please remember to subscribe, comment, share, let everybody else know about this channel. I really want to help as many people as possible. Even if I'm not trying to deliberately preach at people. I want people to know they're not alone in the journey through life and the messy middle that we all have. None of us have given a map or instruction manual to life. If you have one, share it. Hello, we're all floundering out here. But this is me being me, trying to figure life out. And I want people to know that they're not alone in it. We can all figure this out together. We can all make this work in the most powerful, amazing way possible, right? So let people know about this channel. Let them know. Let them see it. Share, like, comment, subscribe. It would help me out a lot and help other people. Because even if I ramble, somebody's going to get something out of that. Whether I understand it or not, somebody else is going to understand it. And they're going to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense to me. That's why I do this. Oh, I can change that. Oh, I didn't think of that before. Just remember, life doesn't have a map. And I'm your fellow wanderer. I try to draw a map every once in a while, but I always forget it. Because life's a trip, and I forgot the map. See you next time. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Life's a Trip. If you're figuring it out as you go, same here. Hit follow, leave a review if you're feeling generous. And remember, you don't need the whole map. You just need the next step.